What's up everybody, hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and to this video in which we're covering Luna Classic again, it wasn't too long ago that I covered that last time. And when I covered it then, I actually thought that would be the last time in at least a week. But today we actually got the bullish breakout we talked about in that video. If you want to check that out, if you want any proof, you can still do that. But basically, I mean, the main resistance level we talked about in that video too is this 11,000 level, which I'm always calling 11,000. Technically, it's like 100th of a cent, but this is just easier. So we broke above that level. On the 15-minute, we actually took a very, very small break retest. Where is it? Yeah, right there. But that's great, and the volume together with that, as you just saw, is amazing. It's almost at 400 million, 50% of the market cap. So now it gets interesting. All right, and I have to be honest with you, analyzing Luna Classic at this point of time is going to be very hard, because in my head and in my experience with Luna Classic, there's basically two things that can happen right now. The first one is something like this. That would be that if we now drop down to that 11,000, 10,500 level, and we get a very strong move, that we break above 13,000 and get towards 16,000. All right, because as you can see, from here you could have already seen that it was a resistance level. Now you can see that we hit it. The main resistance level we're struggling with is this 13,000 level. If we break above that, I think we can easily get up to 16,000. All right, so that would be another, after breaking that, taking that break retest, would be another 23%. This is one of the things that can happen. But to be completely honest with you, something that seems very realistic to me too, is that now we'll just drop down to 11,000 and we'll just move like this again. And that's the whole danger of analyzing Luna right now, because right now we got a lot of momentum. But that momentum for Luna Classic could slip away at any point of time. I mean, I analyzed Luna Classic during the last months quite a lot of times, during these moves and these moves. And after every one of those moves, I thought if we can actually break that, we can continue that volatility. But you can see that this move happened the 1st of August in the morning. And then the 2nd of August in the morning, we were back to consolidating in a very small range with no volatility at all. So that's why I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it safe, this analysis. To me, what we would need to do is break above 13,000, and we would need to do that within the next 48 hours. I would even say within the next day, because otherwise that momentum, I just think it's going to be gone. And if we break above 13,000, as I said, we can easily get another bull run, and or continue this bull run, whatever you want to call it. However, it's, to me, both like either this or the other scenario which we talked about, that we're just going to drop down to 11,000 and 10,500, which I do think we're going to do, and that will just consolidate on top of that, and then maybe get another move and then drop down towards that 10,000, 9,000 level again, and that will just continue that consolidation. To me, both these scenarios are really 50-50. In how likely they are. I'd say maybe this one is a little bit more likely, but then you would have to know that I have a fairly bearish short-term bias on crypto. So I'll leave that up to you too, whether you think this is more likely to happen, so we'll keep that momentum and we get a bullish breakout, or whether you think it's more likely that this was just the rally we had and that we're not going to break 13,000, that there's not enough bullish momentum, and that we're slowly going to fall back in that consolidation, drop down to 11,000 and drop down to 9,000. I am going to leave that up to you a little bit. As I said, I think this is a little bit more likely, but that's because I'm biased. All right, so that's my analysis. If you do have any questions about the analysis, please let me know down in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos.